Alright, welcome everyone to the live stream of Jedi Survivor. Let's see here. I just want to make sure that our sound is sounding good, that everything is up and running. So give me a second here. Alright, we're good. We're good. Pull up the live chat and everything. Sorry about Saturday. Yeah, I didn't have the time to make it for the live stream. Just got busy with other things. It happens. Life happens. So got other priorities I have to take care of. But we're back. We're back into the Jedi Survivor. Let's see. I think let's get it started. Let's get going. We got a few things to talk about today too. I mean, there's been a few things in the news. There was the EU European Commission allowed Xbox to have the ABK deal. So there's that, and then. I do want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom as well. Been playing that, so we got a few things to talk about today. But first, we're gonna kind of go in and see where were we right now. Okay, yeah, that's right. We're still on Kobo, but we're in this factory ship kind of thing. But yeah, I want to talk about the whole thing with the ABK, the European Commission, I think, passed it or something like that. I read something there. Hold on, got a cutscene.
Centauri, your work is unparalleled. But sending a droid instead of facing me yourself, such cowardice.
A small price to pay for her sparing your life.
Tell me, did the Jedi's death satisfy you?
He escaped.
All those years of incarceration dull your edge.
Sharp enough to see the Jedi might be your equal.
Say it again and I'll cut out your tongue.
It'll grow back. Dagon, listen. The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this.
I already duplicated the device's frequencies. We can now access any site she sealed.
Well done, Ravis. You, activate the forest array. Go to the Shattered Moon. I know where Centauri hid the last compass.
Dagon. After you have it, I will consider my oath to you fulfilled.
What then, old friend?
The galaxy has changed. There are many wars, but little honor to be won from them.
Once we are on Tanalorr, perhaps we can dream up a new war. You and I.
Perhaps. Before I go, do you want me to scrap the droid?
No. Centauri must have purged the droid's memory bank. Has no knowledge of the compass. I will tear it down to the bolts and reprogram it to serve me as it once served her.
Alrighty, let's get going. That's interesting. Really, after all, whatever they're after, it seems very important. But yeah, I want to talk about the ABK stuff. So the European Commission, I think approved it, which is good, which is fine and dandy, and it's all good and everything. But I personally, and I've said this on plenty of podcasts, and I've said this in plenty of other, on plenty of other things as well. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I could care less about what happens to Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard has completely been, like, for the past few years, like, especially Call of Duty has been very mediocre. The only games that I have a concern for are Overwatch and Diablo.
Let's go, BD.
Not. And my only concern about that is that they're gonna only, they're gonna be like exclusive to Xbox or something like that. That's really the only like concern. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm more kind of like, if it happens, then it happens. There's nothing I can really do about that. But it's very much kind of like, for me, it's very much like, okay.
Alright, Z. Let's get you out of there.
Do hurry, Cal. He's going to reprogram me.
That droid is mine.
I suppose I'll rescue myself.
So you survived Ravis. How?
The usual. You murdered your fellow Jedi.
I struck down those who stood against me. Leave us or share their fate?
Even if you believe the Council betrayed you, they were still your family.
How arrogant. That you would presume to know what drives me?
What I can see is your obsession with Tanalor has blinded you. Whatever happened, you can't change the past. Trust me on that one.
Perhaps you're right. The past is a chain. I must sever it completely. The tuner is mine! The droid is mine! Tanalor is mine!
Master Creature have left you in that tank to rot!
Hang on, Z.
That was the plan.
And this boss fight is pretty freaking hard. It's not easy. But it's a fun one.
Does it hurt?
You actually fight this dude like a couple times.
You're slipping. You'll have to try harder. Need help, bud? You cannot last.
But yeah.
Can you you still fight?
the whole ABK thing, I've said it so many times in podcasts and everything like that, that I'm just done talking about it. I mean, good news for Xbox fans. You know, I'm happy for you guys. I definitely, am rooting for you guys and everything. But me personally, I am just not any interest in ADK or anything.
I will strike down anyone who stands in my way. Cross me again. Scared, hmm?
Honestly, I was expecting the EU to do it anyways. I was expecting them to do it, and I'm expecting this deal to actually go through. I'm not expecting it. It doesn't sound like it's not going to go through. I mean, if anything, when it does go through, the Xbox fanboys will have their day in the sun, I guess, whatever they call
How
it.
utterly disappointing.
And just, be all happy and everything like that, and it's fine, and then you'll see the Sony ponies, they'll be all pissed off because they didn't want this to happen and all that. It's just going to be a complete mess, but it'll be over at that point, which will be good, because it definitely needs to be over. I think it's something that's been drugged on for too long already.
You will fail.
I think even Xbox has, kind of been like, man, I wish this was over by now, I mean, they're not going to give up, of course, but they're just probably already tired of having to deal with all of it.
I sense your fear.
You can kind of tell when Phil did that interview on Kind of Funny. He kind of had this look on his face like he was done with, having to deal with all the shenanigans that's going on in the game industry and stuff.
I need help.
And they just, I get where they're coming from at Microsoft and Xbox. They just want to be able to compete,
Finished,
man.
Jedi.
That's really all it is,
You're slipping. My victory was always a
I think that's all they really want to do. They just want to be able to compete and do what they want to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're a company, man. They gotta survive. They have to be able to. I mean, even without Xbox, I mean, Microsoft's gonna survive. It's just, would Xbox survive if they didn't have, if Microsoft wasn't their parent company? That's the thing, and that's the thing. People are always saying, well, Xbox is done, and all that stuff, and I just think to myself, why would they spend billions and billions of dollars on a company and then all of a sudden just shut it down, shut down their operations of making Xbox?
I don't think so.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Such weakness.
Makes no sense. It's so dumb. I think, I see things on Twitter. I saw stuff on Twitter today. I was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. I'm over it. I don't even care. That's why I didn't post anything on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I didn't post anything on Twitter that had to do with anything that had to do with the ABK deal at all. I didn't post anything that had to do with that at all because I just don't care. I absolutely have no care in the world for it at all. Hopefully, everything turns out for the Xbox brand. But absolutely have no care for what's going on. Alright, so we got one there. We gotta put... Let's do that. Definitely gotta get our survival up. Probably just knock out the survival stuff. But, yeah, it's just, it's ridiculous. I think, people are just blowing it out of proportion and things like that. There are a lot of, there's a lot of misinformation out there. I don't even know what to believe, because I don't, when you just don't care about something, you just kind of like, you don't kind of read into it, you're kind of like, okay, whatever.
Does it hurt?
And I didn't read anything on it, so I'm not really like trying to make a point about what they
Still
said.
Standing.
Because I have no idea what they said. No idea. No idea what happened. All I know is that it went through, and that's it. That's all I know. That they are allowing the deal to go through, but the CMA is still like able to block it or something like that. I heard or saw or something like that. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. I don't care. That's the thing. Like, I just don't care, man. Like, I just care about games. That's it. I don't care about the inner workings of video games. The business side. And some of these guys don't even, some of these guys care about that stuff, but yet they don't even know half of the things that go on in the industry,
How sloppy.
And it's like, are they put out their misinformation without ever really getting a clear, answer on anything. It's wild.
I'll break you.
This gaming stuff is a wild freaking place. Especially on social media. Social media is, and I've said this before, it's just a cesspool of crap.
Amusing.
I honestly feel like social media is the downfall of our society.
Pathetic. Suffer.
Because it just turns normal people into the most disgusting, vile type of people, And in real life, they wouldn't even be like that. In real life, they would just be like, they'd be normal like us, like normal people, they wouldn't hide behind a keyboard or anything like that, And it's funny because I see a bunch of nerds, on Twitter or whatever, and they're like, "I'm gonna come to your house and fight you," and I'm just like, they don't do that to me, of course, I haven't had any of those, but thank God I haven't had any of those. I'm so glad I haven't had any of those, but yeah, some of those guys, I'm just like, really? Like, you're willing to fight somebody over freaking video games? Like, who gives a crap? To be honest. Video games are supposed to be fun, man, not freaking fighting over stuff. And if anybody's content with Xbox, let them be content with Xbox. It's their prerogative. It's not anybody else's. Like, you don't have to be. That's the thing. Like, people think that everybody thinks that they have to. You have to have my set of opinions, and my opinion is the only thing that matters. Everyone else is stupid for not having the same opinion as me. It's like, dude, you're freaking. That's dumb. That's a dumb way of thinking. That's a dumb way of living. It's just dumb. And it's been like that though for the past 10 or so years, or maybe even more, maybe 20. 20 or 30 years. It's been like that. Just with the the introduction of social media in general, it's been like that, where people are just like, my opinion is the thing that matters. And what's crazy is that people can cancel people because of things that happen online. That's insane. That's completely insane to me. You cancel somebody that said something like 20 years ago.
Really?
Some of them, you know, it's like they said it as a joke, you know, like 20 years ago, and they're comedians, for one thing. They're a comedian, and they make funny jokes, and yet they want to cancel them because they said something about, you know, gay people or something like that, you know, and it's just like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, is your life that miserable that you have to ruin somebody else's life because of that? Like, that's such dumb. It's so dumb.
Can you still fight?
You know, all you have to do is just block those people, to be honest. Like, that's literally all you have to do on social media, is just block people that you don't want to listen to. Or if somebody says something that you don't like, just block them. Like, that's all you have to do. You don't have to go resort to, you know, violence, or resort to, you know, calling their work, or you know, or going after their family and stuff. It's just, it's so dumb, man. It's so dumb. But of course, you know, there's always going to be those people that are gonna be like, you're dumb for not, you know, agreeing with that type of, you know, mentality. It's just like, no, I'm never going to agree with it, because I know people make mistakes, you know, like, people make mistakes all the time, you know, and then they act like they don't make mistakes. It's like, oh crap, I know you make mistakes. I mean, we all do. We're humans. Like, humans just make mistakes. That's just in our nature to do that.
Help me be trivial. You'll have to try harder.
The crazy thing is that there's so many, you know, people that are about that type of thing, and that it just, it's wild. It's almost like a cult in a way, you know, that people are like that. I look at it as like that, like a cult.
Does it hurt?
Wild.
Really? Help me! Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way. You're weak.
Nah.
You were never truly...
This guy's gonna take a little while to beat. Plus I'm talking and stuff, so. But yeah, I mean, if you're excited about the ABK deal, be excited for it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're not excited for it and you're concerned about it, then, you know, voice your concerns. But, you know, attacking people because of it, that's just dumb.
I don't think so. Trivial. Fall. Suffer. How? I'll break you. Waste of my time. No mercy.
Really trying to
I sense your
concentrate on
fear.
this right now.
Give me a step. Fall. Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way. I don't think so. Slop. Still standing. Trivial. You're slipping. Insolent whelp! You wretch! Hey, BD? Does it hurt? You will fail. You won't last.
Ah,
You are but a pale
pretty soon here I'm going to talk about Tears of the Kingdom, but I want to finish this guy first, and then we'll get into that. But that's just my thoughts on the AV video. I don't feel anything either way, so I didn't post anything just because I just don't care. You know, I used to post stuff. You know, I would post things like I don't care and stuff, and then you know I'd get backlash and stuff, and I was just like, okay, it's not even worth, you know, posting anything like that anymore. So just stop doing it. Maybe when it's all said and done, maybe I'll say, oh, congratulations to Microsoft for getting, you know, Activision Blizzard. That's about it.
pathetic. Suffer. You're weak.
Ah, dang
My
it, man.
victory was always a
Sometimes the pairing is a little off. I notice in this game, just a little bit, but not too bad. It's just a little bit. Wait, what? Why can't I run?
dare you. Can you still fight? Waste of my time.
Ah,
Such weakness.
there's times where I can't see him doing his red phase attack. I know he starts glowing, but there's times where I'm like, is he glowing or is he not? I think that might be a me problem, though.
I sense your fear. Really? You wretch! You will fail. So you have some ability. You're slipping.
Or are you slipping, sir?
I'll have to try hard. I need help. Still standing.
How come I can't roll out of the blocks? I don't understand that. It's so weird. Plus, this dude is actually pretty tough to fight. Like this one I think took me a little while for me to get it. Like some of the boss fights in here, I'm pretty, but I'm also rusty right now because I haven't played this game in a little while. Maybe not a week, maybe about
Death awaits you.
about half a week, maybe.
I don't think so. How dare you? I'll break you. Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way.
Yeah, you're gonna strike down anyone who stands in the way.
Cross me again. I'll break you. Really? You wretch. Time to finish this. I need help, bud.
If you time those perfectly,
Doesn't hurt.
you can like slow-mo dodge those, which is freaking cool, but sometimes it's hard to time that perfectly. And then, of course, I almost had him, of course. And I try to roll out, and it won't register the button input or something. I don't know. Weird. I saw that some people were trying to say that that the Force Unleashed games were better than these games and stuff, and I was just like, that's your opinion, but I have a total different opinion on that. I think these games are fantastic. I think they're probably, if not the best Star Wars games, they are definitely up there with the best. I'd probably say Knights of the Old Republic is still one of my favorites, but yeah, I mean, I still like Force Unleashed too, but these two, Fallen Order and Survivor, were just so good. And they both came out in like really good years too. Like both of them really. I think the first one got shafted though by the game awards and stuff. Because that game was so on point, so good that it was just like hard to say anything else that came out that year was better. For me at least.
cannot last. Help me, Biddy. You're weak. Trivial. I'm hit. Was that it? Still standing. I pity you.
Jeez, man.
Fall! Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands in my way. You're finished, Jedi. Pathetic. How utterly disappointing.
Come on. I think I'm just getting into the groove of playing this game again. But he did that first time I tried to fight him in this level. It did take me a while to beat him. Just because like the controls aren't like completely solid on this game. They're good. They truly are good, but some of the when you're doing combat like this, it needs to be a little bit more fluid than it really is.
You're slipping.
So I feel at times there's moments where I'm like, that should have either registered or not. Like when I'm hitting the roll button,
You won't last.
to try to roll out of something, it does something that it doesn't let him roll out. It's weird. Even though in the menu it tells you like if you want to roll out of a dodge or not a dodge but out of a block, you can. So I don't know if the button just doesn't register or what. Could be PlayStation problem. Oh, PlayStation problem. Gotta get that fixed. But I had some problems like that on Xbox with certain Souls games too,
The music.
where the button just wouldn't register.
I'll break you.
It's annoying.
I don't think so.
But despite all that, this game is definitely still a fantastic game. I highly recommend anybody who loves Star Wars play it. Even if you don't love Star Wars, I think you would still find something to enjoy
You are
out
but
of
a
it.
pale
Maybe you might not enjoy the story so much, but you might actually enjoy like the gameplay or the traversal. Or maybe you might just enjoy one of the characters or a couple of the characters too. You know, I feel like there'll be something to enjoy from a mass audience of this game.
I sense your fear.
Plus, it has difficulty options too. Unlike most Souls games, they don't have those difficulty options.
I don't think so. Fall! Insolent whelp! Trivial. strike down anyone who stands in my way. You cannot last. Suffer. You will fail.
It's like, why did I even heal? I'm just gonna get freaking obliterated by this dude.
Right here, BD. Fall. BD, stim. You'll have to try harder. Die. You're finished, Jedi. Does it hurt? Hey, BD-1.
How dare I? How dare you, sir?
You won't last. I sense your fear. Time to finish this. I'll break you.
Oh my gosh, really? Really? That's what takes me out? Is the frickin' his stupid spinning of the lightsaber? Come on, man. Jeez. I can only imagine Grandmaster on this. Like, I know some people are like really good at games like this. I am far from it, but I like the game.
Wretch. Now. I'll break you.
I started playing games on more difficulty options later on in gaming because I just wanted a challenge. Plus, I also wanted to like let my games last a little longer than they usually do. I feel like they lasted maybe a couple hours longer, you know. And for me, that's good. Because then I buy less games as well.
Tanalor is mine, and I will strike down anyone who stands
buy
in my
less
way.
games. That's of course. Oh my gosh!
You were never truly.
I'm gonna throw this controller through the window. I swear. We're just gonna do it. Today's the day, guys. Today is the day this controller just goes out the window. So does the console. The console just goes out too. Just gonna throw the whole damn thing out. Had enough.
Time to
Double
finish this. Cross me again. I'll break you. You fool.
A buddy of mine used to say that. He'd be like, I'd be over at his place and he'd be playing like League of Legends or something like that. And he'd just be like, dude, you ready right now? And I'm like, ready for what? And he'd be like, dude, are you ready for me to just throw this freaking laptop out the I just feel like, dang, dude. All right, man. And man, he just gets so mad about. Well, I mean, of course, he was doing ranked at the time, so you know, like when you're doing rank, you basically lose everything if you lose. You know, if you lose so many times, you know, you're gonna go down a rank, and you know, I can see where that becomes frustrating. You know, I mean, for this, it's like I'm just playing around, but for something like that, I can see where somebody would be like, yeah, I'm gonna break this down.
Cross me again.
Come on, dude. Totally hitting the
Still standing. My victory was always a sure.
I don't know how long this one's gonna take us. It looks like it's gonna take us like an hour just to beat this dude. That's ridiculous, but you know, hey, you know, I never said I was really good at video games. I just said I love playing them. So,
I pity you. Trivial.
I have several friends who can like play games like this and just be freaking completely dominant and just like never get better. Like it's insane. I watch them and I'm just like, how do you do that? I don't know. I guess years and years of practice maybe.
I need something, buddy. A fluke. Does it hurt? You're weak.
Oh my gosh, dude. What is going on? That's what I've been doing. I've been doing the you see how it said miss time parry? You just hold the block button. I've been doing that, but then he just like his blocking is like, I don't know. I'm not gonna make excuses. Let's just not beat this dude. You know, I used to think that the PlayStation controller wasn't very clicky, but honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually pretty clicky. Why are all these controllers clicky as hell, man?
So you're
I don't get it. Like, the Xbox one is clicky, this one's clicky, the Nintendo Switch is clicky. Like, you guys just not make them clicky. Make them as silent as possible.
scared.
So when I play a game, I feel like I'm just playing. Not playing, but you know, playing with a controller that's just like
How utterly
very
disappointing.
silent. I will say that this one's a lot quieter than the Xbox, though. Because that Xbox controller, man, that thing is clicky as hell. I don't know why.
Trivial.
Oh yeah, so I blocked those.
Weak. You're slipping. Waste of my time. Tanalor is mine, and I will strike
You're
down
wasting
anyone
my
who stands in my way. Suffer. You will fail. Trivia. Sloppy.
I always loved the name in Star Wars. They always had their
Still
own.
standing. Throw it. Insolent whelp. Cross me again. I don't think so. Help me here. How? You're finished, Jedi.
Jeez.
Fall. How dare you?
Got him now. Cal just makes it all look cool, even though we make so many mistakes at the end where he just makes it look cool and stuff.
Hey, back to breath.
Oh, this is the guy you told me about.
Yeah. It's as friendly as ever.
You've delayed me long enough.
You're not getting away that easy.
Thanks.
Two warriors at the height of their powers, bound in brotherhood. This is the stuff of legends.
Z.
I got her. Meet you up there.
Yay, we got him. Pick this up. Now I want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom. And when I say I'm loving this game, I am absolutely loving this damn game. It has consumed my life, everyone. Like, consumed it. To the point to where there may be no more return for me when it comes to other games. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, it's that good, though. It truly is.
Let's keep moving.
That good
Perhaps that's wise.
of a
Daniel
game.
Garrett is positively bad. He kept going
It's
on and on about some
it's so good.
Your
Like,
master
they just
created
did a
them to navigate
good
the
job.
abyss.
Even though
This
it's
is the first
on
I'm hearing about it.
a Nintendo
She purged
Switch.
that knowledge from your memory.
That would explain it. Well, Dagon is certain that she
All
left a
of them
compass
talk.
for him to find.
Let's hope so.
Dagon sent Ravis to check out another array on the moon. Maybe we'll find it there.
Back to the moon.
Great.
Oh, Master Kree, why did you send me to free that traitor?
People are complicated. Maybe she thought the Order got it wrong.
If only we could ask her. Please let...
I think this is another cutscene.
Safest way out of here.
Sure about that?
No.
Okay then.
You seem nervous. I'm going with him.
Hop aboard, Z. See you at the outpost.
Yep, I'm coming. I hate these things. me to never do that again.
Even though the
Now you
game
must have sent Ravis to get the
majority,
compass. Maybe the force array powers something on the moon.
even
That's a
though
guess.
majority of the
But
game
if Ravis is on his way there, that's where we need to be too.
pretty much set in
Those machines.
in Kobo. Kobo is such a crazy map with so many different environments that it just, it's like, wow, okay. Have to do this all over again. Alright. I think it'd probably be best if I just jumped up here, got up here. Let's meditate so we get our health back. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, man. Let's get back to that. Let's talk about that, because that game is completely on another level. Like, completely. It's so good. They did such a good job. Kudos to Nintendo for coming out with this game. Yes, it is a sequel to Breath of the Wild, but I feel like there's so much stuff that's different in it that it makes it almost a different game.
Hey,
in a way.
Let's go.
Of course, it does still have those
like a data
those
pad to me.
moments
What's
of,
left of
you
one.
know, Breath of the Wild in it,
Let's go break the
but
news.
the abilities makes it feel so different from Breath of the Wild that I almost forget that Breath of the Wild exists at times, because the game is so fantastic. It's like wow, they knew that they had to create, you know, something special here with Tears of the Kingdom, and I truly feel like they did. I really, truly feel like they created something completely special with that game. And that's really a testament to Nintendo. Even though graphically it's not impressive, even though frame rate wise it's not impressive, even though resolution wise it's not impressive,
What is this?
the game is so good that you can look past those things because the gameplay is so good. And the fact that it's really a game. It's not like this story, like there's story in it and there's cutscenes in it and there's things that, you know, but for the most part you're running around doing, you know, things that
allow for wisdom to spring forth. Yet the galaxy is seldom static.
that,
Motion, however,
you know,
can provide clarity.
like it's almost a kid-friendly GTA, you know. That's kind of how I see it in a way. It definitely, you know, and I know probably there's going to be people who are going to be like, what are you talking about? Because, you know, I don't get that feeling. But hear me out. There are things in this game that you can do that you can't do in other games, like GTA. You know, GTA does some things in it where you just can't do it in other games. Like, this game has that type of same feeling, same everything. Like, the game is just so good, and it amazes me that it came from Nintendo, because, you know, Nintendo has made some really great games in the past, of course, absolutely, but they have also made some mistakes. You know, they've, especially with, you know, the Wii U and you know, with you know,
from
not
the other side.
not, you know, making the Switch you know, with a better, you know, graphics card and a better, you know, processor and all that stuff. You know,
I'm sure Zeke can decrypt this for us.
The Switch showing its age? Absolutely. But with the way that this game plays out, it's almost as if you just it's like you just don't care. Like, really, truly, like, I've been playing it for this past weekend, and I feel like I'm just, you know, like, I'm playing. It almost brings me back to my childhood. Like, that's how much I'm enjoying this game. It's absolutely amazing. And it definitely is worth that $70 price tag. At least in my opinion. I think it's worth it. I know there will be people out there who will beg to differ and say that I'm completely insane for saying it, but I feel like the game is definitely warranted that $70. Just because of the sheer scope of the game. That's like the sheer scope of this game is just it's on another level of just pure gaming. Like, before in Breath of the Wild, you just had Hyrule. This here, you have the depths, you have the Sky Islands. It's like it's so vertical, and that, like, the verticality in the game is just it's bar none some of the best I've seen in any game. Like, it's absolutely insane how well done the game is. And I think Nintendo knew that when they decided, hey, we're gonna, you know, do a sequel to Breath of the Wild. I think they knew, hey, you know what? Why don't we do some of this stuff in our next game? And they pulled it off, man. They really truly did. I haven't found any moment in the game where I felt bored or tired, or, you know. And I've been playing it. I played it. I didn't get to play it on Saturday because I had some things I had to do. But I was playing. I did play it yesterday. I played it on Friday, of course. You know, when the game came out. I went to the midnight launch, of course, which was cool because they had so many people there that were like just like big fans, you know, true fans of the game, and it was awesome to see that. And then they had, you know, a costume contest, and they had, man, I could tell you right now, the line for the game was insane. Like, completely insane. Like, it was wild. Like, how the line kind of, like, wrapped around the block. And a block here is not like a block on the East Coast. Like, on the East Coast, the block is like, you know, it's not that far. But, like, a block here is ridiculous. I don't know, it might be different on the East Coast, but here on the West Coast, a block is like, it feels like miles. That's what a block feels like here. But yeah, they had so many people in line for the game. Luckily, I got there early to get my game. I got there around like 7:40, 7:50, somewhere around there, to get the game. Game released at 9. And then I, waited, talking to people, of course, like I do, because I'm a very talkative person, as you can see. And just talked to people and had a blast, just talking to everybody. And listening to people's, excitement for the game. Like, it was really cool to see so many people that were excited for it, and see that there are, and surprisingly enough, I mean, I know it's not really that surprising, but, and I know I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, adults don't play this type of game. There were a ton of adults there. Like, not even just nerdy people. I'm talking about, like dudes in their 40s that look like they, look like they could beat somebody up. Those kind of people. Like, that's what some of these guys look like. And it was awesome to see that. Because, we all share this common, love for a game. And honestly, like, when I played Breath of the Wild, when I first played it, I didn't like it at first. I didn't like the whole breaking of the weapons and stuff. And it bothered me, about that. I mean, I did play it again eventually and did beat it, but there was still that thing there where it was just like weapons break, kind of thing, and I just didn't enjoy that. But with this game, you can actually fuse things together. Like, you can fuse, like, a piece of wood to a, really powerful, like, attachment, and you can go up to plus, like, your weapon will go up to, like, 5, like, not 5, but let's just say the piece of wood is like 5, at 5, right? And you could get your weapon up to like 20, like that's how good some of the like some of the attachment pieces are. It's really cool that they added that. And it makes it for kind of a fun thing, because it's like you can like see, okay, well, what if I put this on, and how much is this going to be, And of course, you could sort all your items so that it says, okay, this is the one that's more powerful than the other stuff that you have in your arsenal, and that to me was so cool that they did that. Yeah, they just did such a good job on the game. It's completely insane. There's moments where I'm like, it's definitely one of those type of ADOS games, and I know what people are probably thinking, what's ADOS? It's Attention Deficit Shiny. It's definitely one of those games, especially for me. Like, it's one of those where I'm like, oh, I go here, oh, another shinies, like another. We got another bait. We got another tower. We got another shrine. Or we, and the game only has like 7 dungeons, I think, somewhere around there. I know, which will probably upset some people, but the dungeons are the main quests, of the game. So it's kind of like, okay, well, dungeons are still there, but shrines are still there. And shrines, I don't mind the shrines. Actually, the shrines in the first game, I kind of was like, okay, this is kind of... It was okay. There's some of them were kind of, whatever. But the ones in here, they feel a little bit more thought after, They feel a little bit more...
All set.
I forgot we had a side quest here. They feel a little bit more drawn out, a little bit more.
Bad news, buddy. Data pad was busted beyond repair.
They also feel very cool because you can add things together to create something to get across to another point in the shrine, and it's just
We'll
so
see
good.
You back at the cantina, perhaps. After this ordeal,
They just did such a good job. I definitely have high praise for Nintendo now that they came out with this game. Definitely. I've always had kind of a high praise for Nintendo because they've made some of my favorite games of all time. I mean, they made Xenoblade Chronicles. They made Fire Emblem. They made Zelda. I mean, even some of the Mario games I absolutely love and adore. So I've always loved Nintendo, even though they're kind of considered the more kiddie type of console, I guess. I've always had a really what? Okay, we rescued Z though, right? What are we supposed to go now? Oh, okay, so we're supposed to go back to Shattered Moon. Okay, so then we need to get out of here. And head back to Pylon Saloon. Actually, yeah, let's head back to the saloon. But, there's just so many, I could tell you, right now, the moments I've had in Tears of the Kingdom definitely outshine any of the other games I've played this year. Absolutely. And I loved Hogwarts Legacy. I loved this game right here that we're playing right now. But Tears of the Kingdom has completely overtaken both of these games. Even though these games are fantastic, and they will be in my list of Game of the Year. Right now, Tears of the Kingdom has kind of taken the reins. Let's see. Who did I want to go to? Oh yeah, I wanted to go to the one lady across the way here. Because I know I need to get her.
Glad you stopped by.
She has there's a room back here, and it has a
see anything you like?
stim thing. Oh, I don't have enough, do I?
Oh, I knew that one would catch your eye.
I need to get some more of that. Maybe I'll do that off stream, just so then I can get into that back room and get another stim pack. But right now we'll just go back to the Mantis and head on to the moon. The moon will take us a little while, anyways. But yeah, I'm just so really happy about purchasing that game. I mean, granted, everybody's interpretation of $70 is different, of course, but I feel that it's definitely well worth the $70 for it.
Where should we go, buddy?
If you don't want to pay the $70 and you just want to pay the $59.99, you can. If you go to Costco, they have it for $59.99 right now. So if you have a Costco card, go to Costco and get it, because it's definitely worth it. If you don't want to pay the $70. But yeah, if you have a Costco card, definitely go there and pick up the game, because they have it there at Costco. I found that out today when I was there. But yeah, I don't know, man.
All right, kids, sit down. We're here.
Games it's just on another level. It's hard to really explain it, because it's so just so good.
Vulture droids. Looks like Ravis has more separatist toys than we thought.
Doesn't look like they spotted us yet. Think you can land?
I don't know.
The risky part's gonna be taken off again, and the last thing I want is to be stuck on this haunted rock.
We could always build a second cantina. Franchise.
Hey, how about you save the jokes for later, Jetpack?
I can hide the mantis.
Last I checked, this ship isn't equipped with a cloaking device. What is she doing?
Here we go.
The vultures are right in front of us. Trust her. Okay, that was impressive.
We will drop you off. Good luck with Ravis.
And to you.
Hey, kid. Hurry back.
Jetpack, man the guns.
Copy that.
Oh, and I might need some of your blood. In case I get tired.
But yeah, it's so good. Like,
can't make any sense of this place, Cal.
and I even think like some of the things that like some of the like videos that I've seen of the game aren't even like really show off what you can do in that game. It's just there's just so much you can do. It's ridiculous. But then there's also the not only the stuff that you can do, but there's also actually I need to look at my map. Yeah. Okay, where do I need to go? I need to go over this way. I have a meditation point there, huh? Array channel. Array channel. Array channel. All right.
Breathe.
But yeah, just like I actually got to the first like dungeon, the first boss in the game, and I was all like, dang, all right. And I was like, okay, so we're here, we're doing the dungeon and stuff, and it took a while to get through the not the dungeon part, but just to get up to the dungeon just took a while, which I feel is
Best way up is through the array.
fun. Actually, no, I need to go back up this way. That's right. From the map. Yeah, I need to go back. Where am I on here? Yeah. I need to go where that locked door was. Why did I put a beacon there? Remove. Okay. But yeah, I got to the first like boss in a way. And I didn't know what to expect. And I got to him, and I was all like, "Holy crap, dude! Like this is insane!" Like it was completely like it took me for a loop. That first boss, I was just like, "Wow, this is so cool!" I'm so glad that I bought this game because this is the experience that you get just by just playing the game, or just, you know, even if you wanted to go through just doing the main stuff, you can, you know. Like the game doesn't tie you down to just play it and then, you know, you gotta do side stuff. If you want to do side stuff, you can, but you don't have to, you know. Like that's the beauty of the game. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Which I feel is a true game, because when games force you to do certain things that you don't want to do, especially like side quests and stuff, I don't like that. I don't like it when they force us to play side quests in order to, you know, progress through the main campaign. I truly believe that. Assassin's Creed's been known
Centauri
to
hid the
do
compass
that.
in the tower. Only one way to find out.
And that's never fun for anybody, I don't think.
I heard the boss wants to wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, shoot. But, yeah, you're just not going to find games like that very often where they just take you to a whole nother, world. And basically allow you to do whatever you want in that world. It's completely crazy. Like, even this game is still, for the most part, linear, There are, there are places that you can explore and kind of, maneuver around and all that stuff. There is those types of moments, right, where you can explore and stuff, but, like, unlike that, and unlike this and Breath of the Wild, unlike this and Tears of the Kingdom, I feel like you don't get that same feeling. That you do with something like Tears. And don't get me wrong, this game is fantastic, and I recommend it to anybody, of course. I'm not going to downplay this game at all. It's good. It's absolutely fantastic and fun to play. But I could see where people would be like, yeah, I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to wait and play, Tears of the Kingdom, or, I'm going to wait and play, or I'm not going to get a certain game because Tears of the Kingdom came out, whatever. Totally understandable. Absolutely understandable.
Take orders from anybody.
He owes his master everything.
Why?
Listen. I won't yield. Stand down. Everything burns.
Now look at that! God, dead on! We might have company. You, get up here and attack!
Can't kill all these dudes without freaking.
Stay away from me!
I think that's it. I think we got them all. But yeah, I mean, there's just those moments, man.
Give me more.
I'm just like, wow. Even though graphically and stuff, it's not impressive, it's definitely impressive enough, in gameplay.
Time's up. Oh. I guess the blade is safe.
That's what makes it impressive, is the gameplay and the traversal of the game. Just definitely makes it worth that $70 price tag.
Looks like an intruder to me.
And I know some people would be like, well, I don't think it's worth that. And that's fine. That makes sense. You don't want to spend your money on the game because you think it's too expensive or whatever. That's your prerogative, right? But like I said, you can get it at Costco for $60. If you don't want to spend the $70, if you want to save that $10, you can always get it at Costco for cheaper. Yeah, and I'm sure during the holiday time they'll have it for $10 off or whatever. You don't feel like spending that $70.
You'll pay.
This is that game. I feel like is going to be a Christmas seller because I think there's going to be so many people who are going to be like, yeah, you need to buy your kid this, or you need to buy this for yourself. You don't get that very often with certain games. Like, there's certain games where you're just like, yeah, I know that this isn't going to be for everybody, but I feel like there's so much in that game that I feel like anybody who plays it and doesn't enjoy it, it's just weird to me. Like anybody who plays this game doesn't plays Tears of the Kingdom and doesn't enjoy it. I want to know, really truly know why you didn't enjoy it. I'm not gonna be mad at you because you didn't enjoy it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you suck. You're not a real gamer if you don't enjoy it. I just want to know. I just want to find out why you didn't enjoy it and how come I'm trying I kind of think to myself how come I'm enjoying it so much. Because, to be completely honest, Breath of the Wild was good. It was a great game, yes. It really was. But I felt like, there was a lot of things missing. And this right here really, Tears of the Kingdom just took all those things that I felt about Breath of the Wild and completely threw them out the window. Just completely threw it out. And was just like, oh, you didn't like Breath of the Wild? Well, you might like Tears of the Kingdom. And they were right. Because I do like Tears of the Kingdom more than I do Breath of the Wild. I'm not going to sit here and say yet that it's like my favorite game of all time or anything, because I do see some people saying that, but I'm not gonna say that yet. Not until I finish the game. But it's well on its way, man. It is definitely well on its way. For me, it might even beat out Spider-Man, which I think is a fantastic game, and I love that game. But I could see why people wouldn't like it. With Tears of the Kingdom, I just don't see why people wouldn't like it. go back in here. And these guys come out. Come on. Follow me. Follow the leader. Come on, follow me. Oh, so much fun.
Take this!
Just like evaporates them. It's ridiculous. Just evaporates them. It's like, jeez, man. So cool. Still think that this game is fantastic, though. I still do. I still feel like this game is a Game of the Year contender. But I would not be surprised if Tears of the Kingdom, the end of the year, when those games are all put in a on screen, I would not be surprised that if Tears of the Kingdom gets it.
I'm here. You all okay?
We're managing.
And I know I'm gonna get so much hate and so much flack for it because I know, I see you, bot. I see Redfall. I see it, bro. I know that it sounds insane, but I think it's gonna beat out Starfield 2, man. And I see you in the chat, Redfall. And I get it, man. You're enjoying that game. Definitely enjoy it, bro. But yeah, dude. I'm just saying right now, Tears of the Kingdom is that game. I really truly feel that way. Okay. All right. I guess I can't do it from the side. All right. Redfall. That made me laugh. It's a good one, though. Thanks for coming out, dude, too. But yeah, I know there's gonna be people out there that are gonna be like, no, Starfield should have won, you know. And I get it, you know. Maybe, you know, but we don't know. We don't know until Starfield actually comes out. Is the jumping as glitchy as the first game? You know, you mean from Tears of the Kingdom, or you mean this game? Because if you're talking about Tears of the Kingdom, it's oh, dude, it's way better. Even the frame rate's better. Like, the frame rate in the first one had issues stuttering in a lot of areas. In here, in Tears of the Kingdom, in Jedi, the jumping, no, it's not glitchy. At least I don't feel it. I know what you're saying though. With Fallen Order, it was pretty glitchy. Yeah. Here, no, not so much. They actually did a pretty good job with the jumping in this one. Not too bad with this. Redfall. This guy. You asking me, am I playing Redfall? No, I'm not playing Redfall. Really shouldn't be watching this because I plan to play it in the future. Oh, dude, it's all good. You know, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. I just appreciate you coming out and checking out the stream, dude. Still me. Plus, I'm not really showing any story stuff right now. I'm just going through the traversal stuff. But yeah, I get it. Definitely don't wanna ruin it for yourself. Because I think you will like this game. If you liked Jedi Fallen Order, bro, you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, one was enough. We're not done yet.
Oh, yeah, I gotta wait. Don't let it.
Now
Run.
what was that?
The hour approaches for you to make Dagon's vision real
Jumping,
once
sliding
more.
sections in Fallen Order. Yeah, I agree. They were pretty. They weren't very good. In here, they're good. In here, they actually did a good job. The only problem with this game is that its frame rate when it came out was not very good.
Resistance reveals the path.
Which was unfortunate because this was supposed to be that game that, you know, changes people's minds about, you know, Star Wars. And I feel like there's gonna be people who are gonna really not play it because of it. But if you're waiting for the frame rate to kind of, you know, be completely patched, you know, definitely wait for that, because it's still, the frame rate, as you can see when you're watching this, it's still not very solid 60, you know. It still stutters a little bit.
She ever thought it would come to this. She made her choices, but if it helps us find a home that's free of the Empire, so be it. Huh. This is different.
Oh, it is good, dude. It's definitely a good game. It's definitely worth a playthrough for sure. But they fixed a lot of things that they had in Fallen Order.
Nice
which
job.
Is good. Yeah, the transitions to different areas is fun. I just, you know, hopefully maybe in the future if they come out with another
what's that?
Yeah, I can't use it yet. Can't get that yet. I will be getting it soon though.
Stay alert. Keep it.
I'm just hoping that maybe in the future they'll allow us to actually fly the ship. I think that would be cool. But there are moments in here where I was like, wow, okay, they actually allowed us to do this or do that. And I was just like, okay. They even though there were small segments of them of those moments, they definitely did a good job with it.
Not done yet.
Damn things.
I need one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm using my favorite stances. I think the blaster stance. I don't actually have the crossguard stance. I should put that on because I actually like that stance a lot. But I am using the blaster stance, which I absolutely love. Which I actually ran through my first playthrough with the blaster stance. I used the crossguard on certain boss battles, but for the most part I used the blaster stance. Just because it's so cool. Plus some of the finishing moves he does with the blaster stance are really cool. Then we got one of those gladiator dudes up here.
Quick, help!
Of course. This stance, no. The stance that you're thinking of is the regular, just lightsaber stance. Just the one stance. I'll show you real quick. Stances. So it's not the blaster one. It's this one, the single, and you can throw it. I think it's that one right there. The lightsaber throw. I think he can actually do it also with this one too. Throw it with that one, the double blade. I think you can also throw. Yeah, you can also throw it with this one too. The dual wield stance. You can also do it with crossguard. I didn't even know that, but it's not like a boomerang. It's more like a axe kind of throw. The blaster stance, you can't throw it. I know that for sure.
It's about time. There's the buddy running. Rejected. Alright. You'll pay for that. Time to end. Fetch him. Here, buddy. You missed. Stay down, back.
Yeah, the dual wield is really cool too. I like the dual wield as well.
Here I come.
That's what I have on right now. I should show you.
Die! I've taken damage.
Yeah, just do
Help me, BD.
You're fine.
But you get to have two stances, which is
Let's try.
good. The dual wield is definitely great for
locked
going
out.
up against multiple enemies.
Nice.
I know I need to go back to get that one guy upstairs, but
We have a containment breach!
Get down!
I know I can go back from here. I'll just go up there and get that guy. Get this fool. Certain enemies though, like it's better to use like a crossguard or a dual wield stance than the blaster stance. Like this dude, I feel like is better with crossguard or dual wield. The crossguard's a lot slower too, though. If you want more of like a slower pace kind of stance, that's a good one.
No test so far has been successful. Dagon Gera has belief. Then he senses something I do not.
Yeah, so we gotta get this dang thing.
Tech on Kobo. Was it made here? The gadget we found in the stone spires. Think you can help here? You got this one, right, BD?
Of course BD's got it. He's got everything. Should be able to get up to that green blocked door or window.
All you, BD.
And don't worry, I'm gonna edit before we get to the boss. Oh shoot.
Let's see what Kree was up to. Oh?
Inoperable console.
Centauri.
Dagon, what have you done?
What I must.
Stop.
But you want what I want. Why else would you deceive the Council?
You've lost your way. Surrender. And we can figure this out, together.
Come with me.
It's too late for that.
Such despair, Centauri. Tanalor. You can feel it slipping away.
My despair is for you. Tanalor has changed you.
It's changed you as well. Step aside.
No.
Then I must go it alone. Centauri.
Get a medical droid in here and prepare a back to tank.
What'd you find? High Republic tech. Works with my grapple. Could help us climb the tower.
It will help us climb the tower.
She defeated Dagon but didn't turn him in. Why?
Time
for an upgrade.
Real quick. Do we get anything cool for a blaster? I do have the Enforcer now. Do I have, like, all the Enforcer stuff? No. We'll keep it the DL-44. So we look like Han Solo's gun.
Not missing with this.
Even though it's different colors. Diligence. Maybe I'll make everything. Do I have all the diligence stuff? Ooh, I can make it the justice. Diligence, justice. Make it look like a samurai sword. Then BD, I don't think he has any. We already kind of have the one that I want on him. Could change our stances here. No, I like the dual wield with the blaster. It's cool. I was gonna change it. I was like, nah. Let's see. I think we went up the wrong side.
Let's give it a try. It works. On to Ravis.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Really?
Okay, I'll look.
I think I was actually supposed to go here and then jump. No, that's where I was. The heck? Oh, now I know. I was like, wait, what am I doing? Now we got it. But I do want to get that chest down there. Ooh. Almost didn't make it. Model 13. I think I can buy the rest of Model 13s. Which is a blaster, a component for the blaster. I think it's about this way.
This terminal will have to wait.
Oh yeah, we can't open that yet until we get our other ability. Up that way is the boss, but we're gonna go ahead and save this.
I need to focus.
Rest, save this, and quit out for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out and checking out the live stream. Definitely appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter, Dargotimus. That's where I post most of my gaming shenanigans. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for some more Jedi Survivor. Have a good night, everyone.